Hi all, welcome to my channel. I am Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we are going to be doing our Optimus Prime build. So we are going to do stage 108 of Build the Optimus Prime. Now I know I said I was going to be doing some doubles of these, but there's quite a bit in this to do and I really want to get it right, because the last time I did this on the left hand, it wasn't the easiest at all. And looking at this, it's not the easiest again. So, but what, 7 more to go and we'll be complete with this build. And as the time of this recording, I've just had my next payment taken for the last pack of the Optimus Prime. So we're going to be finishing this one very, very soon, and I'm really excited for it. Now, I'm not going to do the premium base just yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the premium base right at the end, because 1, I don't want it to get dusty. 2, I don't want to get fingerprint marks on it. And 3, I really, really want to be able to pose the Optimus Prime on the premium base to do the finale video as well. So that is why I'm holding out on that. I still have the massive box with the acrylic in it. But yeah, I think it's best done at the end when we come to display it. Anyway, let's get started today. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, so stage 108 is the right arm. This is number 3. So let's get started. Lots to do, lots of very small parts as well. So the first thing we need to bring over is we do need our arm assembly from the previous stage. And we've got some details to put in. One of them being this. Now I want to make sure I get this orientated the right way around. So it definitely is this one, and that curve is going towards there. Just like that. And then the same on the other side. Kind of outlines it for you, which is good. That's a bit tough to get in. There we go, that's in. Fantastic. Okay, so next we need this part here, and we need these bits from the last issue that we didn't use. These are the ratchet washers. Because we need to put these in, one on this side, and then one on this side. Now this is where you're going to need 3 hands. Go on, go in. Because what we want to do next is attach this to our arm. Now the problem here is I need to make sure I orientate this correctly. So let's see. So that's like that. That's like that. So it's going to go on. That dropped out. Like so. Okay, I believe that is correct. So if it was around that way, we'd see that. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Right. So with that in place, what it wants us to do next is it wants us to get this little nut and place it into there. Then turning this over, we've got a bolt here. And what it wants is first a split washer. Yep. Now I'm going to try and get these on the bolt. And then another one of these washers. And then we're going to put it through the hole just there. And then basically bolt it in. So you want to make sure everything's lined up. Okay. Then we get this tool that we've had a while. and basically screw it into position. Just like so. Brilliant one. Okay. So moving on to next. Just seeing what they want us to work on next. Okay. Is it that bit? Half the time it is actually figuring out where they want you to work on. Because not only does it change the orientation of things, I think that's correct. Yes, I believe so. Right, so next he wants us to get this piece here. And I really don't know why it's asking us to put this in. There's nothing to hold it in place. So, okay. Alright, so that piece is going to go in there like so. And do, I don't know. And then we'll put a pin through it. Right, okay, well, we'll do that. So get a pin, that's provided. Okay, let's get some flat tweezers. And I'm going to put the pin, just sort of start it off. Maybe not, I'm going to have to line this up. Very strange how they want you to do this. This is why I didn't want to do two issues, because this one is hard enough on its own. Right, I believe I've got the hole lined up. So let's get this in. I believe it's perfectly lined up as well, or it was. I think that's going through. Fingers crossed it is. Yes, it's going through. And it's locked in. Right, that's that bit done. Right, okay, now with that bit done, it wants us to get this piece here. And this piece is going to go into the two holes just there. That is correct. Yes. I'm going to double check here because although we've done how many of these, when they start fitting loads in, you've really got to watch, you know, make sure you're doing it correctly. Right, so next it wants us to get these pieces here, and these are going to go on. Right, okay. So one's going to go on like that. I believe so. Right, okay, so we need to screw these in, and we're doing this with some AP screws. So this is the only screws we use in today's build. That's one in there. And then one on the end there. Again, another AP screw. Just looking like that. Okay, so next what we need to do is we've got this detail here. And this detail is going into the two holes just there. That's just a push in. Fantastic. Then turning it over like this, we have this detail, and that's going into just there. Making sure we orientate this the correct way. And that's not all the way down. So is it supposed to look like that? Well, it can't really go down any further. Okay. Right, so this is the bit that I'm not looking forward to because we have pipes to put in. So the first pipe it wants is this one here. Now, around this way, we've got it going into a slot just in there and then into the indent just down there. One thing I did learn last time though is to use a bit of glue. So I'm just going to get some glue out because these can be a nightmare to fit into place and to hold to fit into place as well. So I'll just start off with a bit up the top. Okay, and then I'll put some in a tab where this is going. So that is in place there, and that'll stay in place. Now the next one is this one here. Now this one is going to go in to a tiny hole just down into there. Okay, so again, I'm going to use some glue. Maybe help if I just use some tweezers because my fingers are a bit big. Different tweezers, one I can get a better grip with. And these ones will do. And they're a bit flat as well. Remember this being an absolute pain last time. Right, that's gone in. Okay. So, this nearest one is going to go into a hole just down in here. You can see that with my tweezers. It's very, very hard to see. So again, I'm going to use some glue. and use my tweezers to try and guide that in. It's going in. Okay, and then this one here is going into a hole just down into there. This is not easy. The problem is, it doesn't show you the orientation of which way these are going to go in. Well, it's definitely not that orientation. Right, I think I've got that in. It is in. And it's come out again because the glue has gone, has dried too quickly. Problem is, in Britain right now, we are in a heat wave. So everything is overheating. Right, I think I've got that in. Okay, so we've only got one final pipe remaining, which is this one here. And this one, hopefully a bit more simple. We're going to turn this over. And I believe this one, we've got that there. See what I mean? Look at that. That one's come out already. This is what I'm on about, these pipes. They are notoriously bad. And this is why I prefer to glue them. And then when you want glue to dry quickly, it doesn't dry quickly. And another pipe's come out as well, that the last one we did. So I'm going to get these in, and then I'm going to pause the camera for 5 minutes. I'm going to have a drink of water, and then we'll come back and we'll get that final pipe in. So we'll do that now, and I'll catch you all in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay, I'm back. Right, so let's get this final piece in. So this is going to go in, one paste down there and that bit just up there. So again, I'm going to use some glue. Not a lot of glue, but just enough. Okay, that's in there. And then put the next piece just at the top. Now this one might be a little bit tricky to get in, but it will go in. I'm willing it to. Oh god, okay, so that went in straight away. Right, finally, what it wants us to do is we need to get this piece here, and we're going to be putting this into 2 holes just on there. Now, I don't think there's a right way and a wrong way of doing this, is there? Say one peg bigger than the other. Let me see. So that's where it bend. Oh, right, so this little thing here has to be facing this side. Glad I double checked that. Okay, so that bit is on. And that is all we have to do in this issue or stage. So yeah, this has grown quite big now, and there's not a lot left on it apart from the outer casings bit. But I just knew that this piece would be notoriously not great, if you know what I mean. With these pipes, they have to be glued in because they just don't push fit in. As you saw, even with glue, some of them were still coming off, so they're not really a push fit. So my recommendation is definitely using glue on them parts to hold them in place. But that is stage 108 complete. Well guys, that is it for our Optimus Prime build today. Quite a lot to do, but doable, and one step closer to the end. 7 more to go. So hopefully I will be getting my next pack soon, which is going to be great because I can finish this build and I really want to finish it, and hopefully everything being okay, it will go where the R2-D2 is and hopefully be lit up in my videos, fingers crossed. So I'm going to try and look at doing a power mod also for it so that I don't have to keep it on battery power and the batteries run out. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please can you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.